For more than 3 decades, transportation planners grappled with how to complete the northern gap in Central Florida's Beltway without damaging the Wekiva River, a national wild and scenic river and Florida outstanding waterway. Dozens of rare and threatened species thrive here, including the Florida black bear, and dozens of springs bubble up from the Florida aquifer within the surrounding basin. As the Central Florida region continued to explode with population growth, pressure to complete the Beltway mounted. Yet, a staunch commitment to protect this sensitive river basin kept the project at a standstill. A turning point came in the early 2000s when then Florida Governor Jeb Bush appointed a task force. Subsequently, a coordinating committee brought together elected and agency officials, landholders, business owners, environmental advocates, agricultural interests, and others. The outcome? A bold vision to finish the Beltway while protecting the natural resources surrounding the Wekiva River. The committee's recommendations became the cornerstone for the 2004 Wekiva Parkway and Protection Act, and thus, the visionary Wekiva Parkway was born. Together, the Central Florida Expressway Authority and the Florida Department of Transportation, supported by the Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, are turning that vision into reality. The agencies created and implemented a joint agency community awareness plan that included robust public outreach with consistent messaging. Throughout the study and design phases, more than 900 stakeholder meetings and 32 public meetings and hearings drew nearly 8,000 people. The outcome is the 25-mile Wekiva Parkway that marries mobility and technological innovations with enhanced environmental and social protections. The Wekiva Parkway features wildlife and other resource protections previously unseen in the Sunshine State, such as the purchase of 3,400 acres of conservation land, construction of 1.5 miles of wildlife bridges, and a limited number of interchanges to curb development in this sensitive natural area. It was important to the stakeholders and the community that this expressway have a parkway feel, with a distinctive look and natural buffers, much like iconic scenic highways around the country. CFX and FDOT, in response, are implementing a bold landscaping program throughout the parkway that includes the abundant use of indigenous native plants and staggered tree canopies to enhance the driver experience. The Wekiva Parkway features walls and bridges designed with stone relief, eco-staining in warm earth tones, slightly arched beams, and decorative pedestrian railing. The towering arched facade of one CFX bridge is reminiscent of a Roman aqueduct. In the FDOT section of the parkway currently under construction, bridges over the Wekiva River feature arched, boxed culvert structures that span the waterway. Concrete forming on columns mimic the interwoven tree trunks found along the riverside. The bridges are being built using distinctive top-down construction to minimize impacts to the sensitive river environment. Work is being done from the riverbanks and by form travelers attached to the top of the bridge spans. As part of the FDOT section, State Road 46, a crucial east-west corridor road in the northern boundary of Wekiva Parkway, is being restructured with elevated portions to serve commuters taking longer drives. Surface service roads are being built for the non-tolled, shorter, local trips. This new construction is expected to improve safety and mobility for travelers throughout the corridor. Work began on the $1.6 billion Wekiva Parkway in 2013. The first expressway in Central Florida to feature all electronic tolling, it's currently more than 50% complete and expected to be finished in 2022. The Parkway is making it easier and faster to get to and from widespread Central Florida communities, major employment centers, airports, and tourist attractions. With 13 of the 25 miles of the Parkway open, improved mobility and connectivity is realized. Traffic on CFX's first 5-mile section, for example, has more than tripled projections. This stretch is logging more than 20,000 trips a day during the work week. The award-winning Wekiva Parkway is one of the most environmentally sound projects in the country. Conservationists in Florida praise the Parkway as a shining example of environmental stewardship. Engineers and environmentalists alike now refer to the Wekiva Parkway model as the way to merge transportation solutions with environmentally sensitive areas.